Thank you for taking the time to click on Lore. We hope you enjoy the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe here and follow us on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/slipperysteve.
So, these are your pawns?
Not pawns, heroes.
And these heroes of yours, you really think they have what it takes to save the world?
What choice have you given me? Besides, their light shines brighter than any others, and with a little nudge here and there, I think we will be winning this one.
Very well. Let us begin our little game and see how far your heroes of light make it in a world of darkness.
Care to make a friendly wager this time?
Yes.
Welcome, League of Rolling Expeditioners, to the Forgotten Realms, where goodness and light war with evil and darkness, where great beauty can hide an ugly secret. There are many stories to be told here, of mighty heroes fallen and villains redeemed, of restless undead and magic gone awry. So many tales, so much to gain, but much to lose. All could change with the toss of a coin or the roll of a die. This is L.O.R.E. This is a new horizon. 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 Horizon.
Reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forehead.
And we're live, hey! Just wanted to let you all know about the hair scenario. The hair snare. The hair snare. Hey, so welcome back to the League of Rolling Expeditioners, aka L.O.R.E. I am Chris, your humble dungeon master, and I am joined by a wicked awesome cast, man, of role-playing dice nerds. We're picking up on episode 17, and I will just intro the cast, starting with Jody.
Hi, I'm Jody. I'm playing Thera Terradane, an Earth Genasi fighter. Yep, definitely a dice nerd. Definitely a dice nerd, yes. And she's slow, but not stupid.
That's the t-shirt.
That's her tagline now, yes.
It's in your, looking for a mate in the newspaper clipping. Oh shit, what happened?
We lost a Sanri.
Don't worry, droop fix. Just smash it here and that's right there. There we go, droop fix.
Hi again, we're back. Technical difficulties, and we are gonna jump right back over to our awesome cast of players. Yeah, Sam.
Hi, yes, I am Samantha Laws. I play Sanri, a human cleric, and sad face, this is my last week.
We're gonna miss you.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you too.
Come back when you can.
Yes, if I get time off, I have to go do that icky day job thing, and I'm on the West Coast, so I'm 3 hours ahead of all these wonderful, lovely people. So, yeah. But I believe that Roman will be joining us, so he will.
I guess we'll see how my character is received.
If he doesn't get murdered.
Well, we'll see about that. But you can always come back with another character.
Oh no, the stream went dead again.
Did it?
Oh, what?
Oh.
Yep.
What? Wait.
Why is it doing? It's fighting me tooth and nail.
Your stream is still running. We've just paused this preview to save your resources. So.
I swear, this is not the day. There it is.
It's showing that it's still going.
I don't. It just randomly kicked me out and threw me back in. Hey, hi.
Didn't see you there.
So, the cast. Roxanne, would you please save me from my humility?
Hi, I'm Roxanne. I play Adrian James John Arrington, a human bard with wondrous charisma.
Wondrous would be the word for
Wondrous.
Yes.
And our newest member of A New Horizon, Mr. Roman.
So I'm Roman. I play Vimir Kinris, a high elf wizard.
Right, and if you were watching last week, this dude was Glassstaff. Oh no! I know. Percival, thank you for following. So yeah, that's it. That's the intro. I will go over the recap of last week. It's gonna be messy. So last week, our adventurers decided to not decided to. They were a quarter of the way into their travels into the Redbrand Hideout, if I'm not mistaken, right?
We were hiding in the armory, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
With the wolves.
Yes. In the armory, and
With the candlestick.
Colonel Mustard. Yeah. How is that happening? There's a
What?
bug inside my monitor behind the screen, and it's crawling. And
Oh,
the lights
how
are
weird.
lighting it up, so I'm seeing it from behind, and I can't kill it. And it just keeps going by the same spot. Wow.
That's
Day.
impressive, Chris.
This day is something. So yeah, our adventurers were in the armory, and they had decided to not bed down, but take a short rest to potentially heal up a little bit and venture forth into unknown territory, where their plan was to take care of the Redbrands. I believe it was eliminate as many as they can, eradicate essentially eradicate Phandalin of the Redbrand issue, and they bartered a deal with the mysterious Nothic, where it gave them a clue into, well, essentially helped them sneak into the hideout rather than just barge their way in, and in trade was a deal to bring the Nothic food. And by food, we mean dead bodies. So, the gang traveled through and eventually came across Glassstaff himself, who, through a weird turn of events, happened to be... So, he was Glassstaff. This is why I don't do the recaps. But it turns out Glassstaff was originally Vimir, which is a member of the Lord's Alliance sent by Lord Neverember himself to infiltrate the Redbrand Hideout and possibly, well, the main goal was to infiltrate and track down and expose the Black Spider. With this crazy turn of events, the gang decided to put a smidge of trust in with their new combat companion, and we'll just say associate. That is so freaking weird with the bug thing. I don't know. I've never seen this before. It's just, I hope it dies. Die. And yeah,
But not in that spot.
gang led them. Let's see. Vimir led them into the not headquarters, but one of the main hangouts spots where they encountered 4 of the Redbrands dozed off in the middle of a drunk poker game or some sort of game, gambling, where Vimir played it off to get the remaining members of the Redbrands, which were actually the Black Spider's employees, which is the 3 bugbears and a small, tiny little bullied goblin. The Vimir said that there was a traitor amongst them, and they all turned on each other and fought to the death, assisted by our lovely gang of travelers. There we left the session be at the end, where the team is now deciding on what they are going to do next. With that long-winded, super stupid explanation, I will leave you to your campaign. Bitter.
And Sanri has a new friend called Droop.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Goblin. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, you
goblin.
all have a tiny
Adopted
little
goblin.
Yeah, he's adopted. It's in the papers are in process.
There's no need to be papers in that area. You see, you take.
Right.
Well, Sarah is hurting right now.
Oh
So-
yes. I
For
was
good
going.
reasons.
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Ooh.
being hit by bugbears isn't
Yeah.
good for your health.
So I was going to cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level. Like, ooh, Thera, you look hurt. Let me help.
Thank you.
So,
You'd think this armor would be more effective.
Perhaps you need a better armor.
Perhaps I do.
Well, should we go to the
13 points back.
cells?
Yes, well, you are supposed to guide us there.
We got a little sidetracked, but let's proceed.
These bodies here, should we bring them to the
Nothing.
the Nothic? But maybe not him, because he's supposed to be dead. They asked us to kill him.
Yes, that would be wise. If you're going to cheat on your contract, you got to make sure that you don't get caught.
So,
And it's okay.
Where would you like to meet us once we bring these bodies to the Nothic?
So if we, and obviously we have the map here, so I can point.
Your finger points.
Yes. I finger point. I'll lead out through this door. We'll go up. If you bring the bodies up to the stairs and lead them to, right around this bridge over here, you would be able to distract the Nothic long enough for, I guess, myself and one other to sweep around back the way which you found me and enter the cells over here, at which point we will free the family, the mother and 2 children, at which point we will make our way back and come through the southern exit and come through the caves once again.
Oh, the hidden door thing with
Yes.
the water. Ah, I remembered. We came in that way. That was kind of fun. It was interesting because I didn't expect to find the button so far down, but I did find the button. And Thera and Adrian couldn't find the button, but I found the button, and that was kind of cool.
We're too tall.
Fantastic. Who would like to accompany me to the cells?
Well, I will accompany you because I do not feel like carrying bodies.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I think Thera and I are probably better to carry the
can do
bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Droop.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Do you want to go with them or help us with the Nothic and the bodies?
I can go to Nothic.
Okay, thank you.
One of them is Droop's friend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seems very friendly.
I don't know if friendly is what that is.
No, it's good. It's good.
I mean,
It didn't kill Droop.
it's better than that, yeah.
Plus, it doesn't make Droop bring it food. Sometimes
No.
shares with Droop.
Oh. Well, let's get this done.
Fair enough. I'll switch back into my glass staff. Disguise self and start making start making my way. Back
Making my way
to
back down.
yeah.
And I guess
through the path.
Sanri and Thera will start moving bodies to the bridge there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move the bodies
Going to
the
do the-
crevasse. Move the bodies to crevasse. Move the bodies to crevasse.
Be a remix.
Little D&D
Like,
remix.
damn.
Crevasse! Never again. Alright, so you two are backtracking through the hidden door to not be seen by Sir Nothic. And
That's correct.
The rest of you are traveling with
goblin.
Yep. Sanri, Thera, and god damn it, Sam, or fucking Macy. Jesus, sorry, Sam. It's Macy. A lot of S sounds today, so sorry. Yeah. All right, Sam. I see you're taking control of Droop, and
Yeah.
so you, Droop, and Thera are heading into the crevasse, taking the bodies. You can explain it however you want to, how you're doing this, since there's a lot of bodies, and we don't want to role play every single body that you're like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna go back here. Do I have to roll for it? All right.
Thera would probably toss one over her shoulder and drag the other one on the ground.
That's appropriate. Absolutely. Yeah.
And Sandry's probably going, "Ugh," taking a couple steps.
Yeah. Each.
Taking a couple steps. Taking
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple
For
steps.
how you're back.
And Droop is kind of like going like this to the feet, like trying to move. So we start with the red brands, and then we move on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we move on to the bugbears, which I think Thera and I will probably double team.
As you're explaining it to Droop, he just gives you a smile, and he's like, "Droop done this before," and he like one ankle, another ankle, and lifts up the body like higher than you're holding it. And he's like surprisingly strong for a little goblin.
Wow. Well, you're useful.
Droop been working out.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, that's what we're doing, and then I guess once we get there, kind of look around, and I'll ask Droop where we throw them, where we put them.
Do we leave them on the bridge? I mean, the Nothic needs to see it, but where?
Do we need to
Oh,
put them
let
by the
me-
pillar, or
Let me
where do
clear
they go?
something up for you since you're right there.
Aha, okay. So then we're basically here?
Yep. Yeah. And we'll come right back to you guys. Ramir, roll me a survival check. I'm moving.
19.
I'm moving you back here for right now. 19? Okay, good. You would recall a scenario that I will type to you directly into the Zoom chat.
Sure. And you said your name was Adrian?
Yes, Adrian James John Errington.
How do you remember such a long name? It seems so... I don't... That's a bit much, even for me.
Well, somebody with your stature might not understand the complexities of having multiple names that come with having a rich family history.
I mean, my father has done marvelous things for Neverwinter, but we can get into that at another time. Yes. As we approach this door, I'll wave my hand and dismiss. You see some blue magic kind of form at my fingertips.
Give me a DC, or not a DC. What the fuck? An Arcana roll just to see how well it does.
Sure. Well, that's a 5 plus 5, so it's my spell. So I figured that I would know what I'm doing.
A 10 will
Doesn't
say,
look as cool as you thought it would.
Yeah.
No.
It really-
It's like, yes, it is a very basic spell.
Yeah, it
I've
kind
read
of has
about
like a one of those like silent but deadly fart sounds. Kind of like nothing real special.
Oh, I thought this would.
At one moment, Adrian, you were even convinced that Vamir just ripped one. It's
Sorry.
Take a step back.
yeah.
I don't know what that was. Anyway,
Clearly.
I mean, and now we don't have to deal with the skeletons that I've put in here. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yes, let's make our way to the door.
Go on. I will follow you.
Okay. I'll make my way to the door.
Making the way to the door.
Make my way
And
to the door.
Are you checking for traps or what?
I mean, I would safely assume I would know if there was any other traps, magical or otherwise.
There are not.
Okay. So come, Adrian. It's safe. We just have, I believe, Robert and Jeremiah just guarding the cells, and they are not the brightest. I'm sure we can dismiss them with very, very quickly, especially with your gift of gab.
Yes, I am very gifted.
What's gab?
What's gab? What is that?
So, are you just opening the door, knocking?
Yeah,
What you doing?
I'm just in my glass staff. I'm just going to open up the door. I'm going to turn back. Is he still in his Redbrand disguise?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Adrian?
Yep. Great. I guess we'll just walk on in.
Okay.
Just waiting for the map to be revealed.
So these gentlemen here, are the guards, and
Yep,
both
that's
of them
Robert.
are sitting
and
back
Jebediah.
on, just doing the 2-leg on the chair, leaning back, and little stool. And each of them are almost like a mirror image of each other, not looks-wise, but they're both just kind of kicked back, just snoring away.
Oh,
there's-
I'm just gonna knock on the with the staff, just kind of hit the floor. Gentlemen, am I disturbing?
No, boss. No. We're good.
That's what I thought.
Jeremy.
I-
And you see him pick up a pebble from this. Ting.
Oh, wasn't the rat supposed to be in there too?
Yeah, I sent the rat off. I don't know where he went. He has a mind of his own.
Oh,
Give
he's
me
in the middle,
animal
top middle
handling,
right now.
and you can make up. If you're high enough, you make up where he's at. He's your familiar.
16.
Yeah,
Not
that's
bad.
where's Ratatouille?
He's actually there's a little thing of garbage on the eastern wall. He's just playing in it.
Okay. All right.
There.
As you enter, the camera tensions, zooms in to Zafamir's face, and pans over to Thera and Samri,
Dun,
trying to give everybody a little bit of equal camera time.
I don't know if I trust that guy. He's kind of weird.
He is, but I don't want to antagonize him in here.
Well, maybe not until all of the people are gone.
I'd like to see if he is true to his word. If
I mean-
he is, then perhaps we can speak.
But why does the Nothic not like him so much?
I don't know. I've never encountered a Nothic before, so I have
Everybody,
no idea.
roll me a wisdom saving throw. Well, to just the two of you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
16.
everybody.
16. Okay.
Not 16. 11.
Okay. Cool. Then, yeah. Thera, you feel a warming. Not like it really matters, but so Sanri and Thera, you both feel a familiar cold feeling take over. However, Thera, in the midst of the cold sensation running through your brain like a brain freeze on a Friday night, you feel a warmer sensation that takes over and is almost like you trust this thing, and there's no doubt in your head that there's any issues.
Well, it made an agreement.
Sanri, you have the familiar cold feeling that you had the first time your encounter, I believe. Yeah. So, let's get to it, folks. Roly doly, here comes the Vosi.
Back so soon. Ooh, it looks like it brings us treats. Shut up. This was the deal.
Yep, we have presents. Where do you want it?
Throw it in the deep.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So we just push him into the crevice. That's fine. So there's 4 bodies and 3 bugbears, right? Like 4 humans?
Yeah, so we have 3 humans, I think.
I thought there were 4.
Yes, but we can only carry 3. You carry 2, and we carry
well,
one.
I mean, I was assuming we'd have gotten everybody by now, but like it, yeah. It's up to Chris, really. Okay.
All right. Even the bugbears?
Oh, yes. They're our favorite.
Okay.
In they go.
Give us a soul.
A what?
Is this all of them? Did you kill
All of them.
I think that there's only a couple more, and yeah, they'll be done soon.
It crawls back into a space and then just randomly disappears.
Okay. Well, we have an agreement, so why don't we go and...
But part of the agreement was to kill Glassstaff, and, he's kind of still alive.
As you were throwing the bodies one by one in midst conversation, why don't you both give me a perception? Actually, what's your passive perceptions?
13.
13.
Mine's 14.
14. But Jesus. Okay. Yeah. You...
Oh, sorry. Passive perception is 12. Pardon me.
12. That's okay.
Yeah. I was looking at insight.
You both would have seen this as you were throwing the bodies in amongst a pile of bones, and the just smell of rotten flesh. You see a somewhat decayed, rather fresh body, chewed up on a good bit, missing a leg and an arm, but you do notice a body already in there.
Recognize it?
Yeah, can we...
Yeah, give me a roll.
Which one? Which one?
Give me a history check, actually.
Oh,
History.
okay.
Why could you just not keep rolling? You had to hit the end. You had to hit the edge of the. Had to hit the edge of the screen. I got an 8.
I got it. It crawled out of the stupid bug.
That's a bug?
Yeah. It was crawling on the outside this time.
Okay.
It came from the ins out to the outs.
I got a 12. I don't know if that's enough.
And I got an 8.
8?
Yeah.
8? Okay. 12. 12 would be enough. You remember there being a gentleman by the name of Fell, and his last name was Drendar. I don't remember. You don't remember.
Oh, was he the husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
was.
Okay. So, so he's gone. Okay.
Yeah, some of the townspeople had asked if you were going out this way or whatnot. If some, in your adventures at some point in time, if you happen to run by them, let them know what happened.
Okay. Well, now we know what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, well, who's that?
That is the father of the child and the mother, and the husband of the mother that's being locked up in the jail.
Oh.
Said no talk show host ever.
Okay.
I got it out eventually.
Oh,
You are the father.
This is gonna make them sad, but I think that they might be happy to be home after this as well. So
I kind of suspect they didn't think he had lived.
So I think that we should probably go join them.
I need to get my wolves too.
Okay. Oh, right. We can cross the bridge and go into the room, I think, starting there.
Yes.
As you're crossing the bridge, you feel a tug on your back shirt.
Okay.
And it's Droop pulling you, pulling on Sanri. He says,
Did it tell you about our hidden treasure?
No. Is that the box that's down there?
How do you know about Box? Did you see
Well,
Box?
I
We
saw the
saw
box.
it.
Yeah.
That's our treasure.
Oh, is it good treasure? Do you need the treasure?
When treasure ever bad?
Do you need to take the treasure with you?
You're share if you get him out of here.
Okay, well I can try.
and cutscene to the jail. That's why I wanted to give you guys some time to think about what you want to do there. Adrian and Vamir. Adrian, you're behind Vamir. Is Vamir steps in or not?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and if you're on L.O.R.E, move your piece, sir.
Let's just move in, step over. Okay.
And the rat is where you put him?
The rat's right there.
The super evil looking wolf
rat.
there? Sure.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark him orange so I know he's eels.
Robert, Jebediah, unlock the cages. I'm moving the prisoners.
Messiah!
What did I tell you? You already fell on your head once. Do you want to make it a second time?
Messiah!
Are you second guessing me?
Messiah?
Listen. Just do it. Do what I say. Why is this a conversation every time?
But as before he says it, the other one is like, knock it off, you idiot! You want to die in here?
Thank you, Jebediah. Robert, please, just listen to me. I don't want to have this conversation again.
But, so, Jebediah, don't do it, man.
I'm just gonna light up a firebolt, excuse me, in my hand.
Give me a intimidation.
Sure. This will go well.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6.
So the Robert's the okay.
Robert's a really dumb one.
Okay. Jebediah looks intimidating. He goes, "What the fuck? fuck are you doing, Robert? I told you to stop intimidating people with your stupidity. And Robert just kind of looks dumbfounded, like, looks at him, looks at you. But sire...
Jebediah, just take the keys from him, please, and open up both doors. I do not have time for this.
Give me one more persuasion or intimidation, whichever you
They're all just awful. I'll roll another. I'll roll an intimidation just to continue with theme.
Sure.
Yep, that's even worse.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Might be a time for Adrian to step in to say.
So.
Dice jail.
God damn it! Where am I on that? Jesus.
That one's going to dice jail.
Dice jail. Dice jail.
It's not a game without it.
Nope.
Yeah. So, yeah. Jebediah gets up and kind of is like thinking for a second. He's like, "Hey, well, what time is it anyway? What I mean."
It is 1 a.m. The Nothic is hungry, and I need to move the prisoners. I will not have this back talking anymore.
Who's the new?
That is the
new
new
face?
recruit.
Glassstaff, would you like me to kill these people if they are not obeying you?
But
You know,
sire-
I think if Robert questions me one more time, I think I will.
Adrian, give me a intimidation with advantage, because now the two of Utes are up to some shenanigans.
Oh, please.
No, there you go.
So 19.
That'll do it. That'll do. All right, so
Yeah,
they
my
finally.
little rapier in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point, they don't realize that you were a threat, and well, in that sense. And yeah, they get up and start fumbling around for the keys. Are you two doing anything else?
I'm just going to cross my arms, have the staff just kind of floating there. I'm just going to tap my foot against the stone. Quicker.
And both of them start fumbling around for the keys, and one of them actually bangs on the metal gate, and you see here I can't read. Boy.
Nars.
There's
Nilsa.
yeah, I think it's
Nars and Nilsa.
Nars. Nilsa.
Yep. All right, let me pull up something that will help. Good job, Chris. All right, so yeah, you see. Yes, Nars and Nilsa up top, which at this point you don't know who they are, but that's what they're named on the thing. So, two teenage children, a young boy and a young girl, up in this general area, and then because you are in the other corner, Adrian, you notice a adult woman sleeping on this side, who stirs as the cage gets rattled. Upsy daisy. Boss wants you. And the three at this point come to the gate, and they don't say anything.
Did they unlock the gates? The doors?
I don't know, Roman. Did they?
I mean, I guess they did. Perfect. Everybody, please, right this way. I'm going to show them the door. Robert, Jebediah, because of your insolence, give me the keys.
But sire.
Do I need to get the fresh blood here to teach you a lesson? Again.
Take a step towards them.
Keys. Great. Now both of you in the southern cage. Now.
Wait, what?
What did I
What
just
do we
say?
do?
You failed to listen. I asked 3 times. 3.
It's the middle of the night and you're locking us up.
I have also had my rat here, watching you the entire time. Been sleeping for hours, barely doing your job. Get in the cage.
Intimidation.
Where I come from, we kill people that are inefficient like you.
With
Can I
advantage.
Yeah!
I was waiting for Adrian to finish talking.
There you go.
Advantage. They both all can't be bad. 13.
All right. As the guy gets to step in, he looks down at his feet, and he looks up. Camera closes in on his face. The tension. And we pan over to Thera and Sandri.
Damn.
All right.
Okay, so are we going to
Cliffhanger.
try and retrieve this chest? Because I'm not sure how we do that. Unless you have a rope or something to, I don't know, grab onto it. How far down is it? Like, where is it exactly?
It's, if I remember correctly, it's about here.
Okay, but is it like really far down?
Oh, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
I know we know where
so
it is.
Yeah, you said that it was about here,
Let me... Yeah,
but
hang on. Boop. It's right underneath the bridge.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So like right underneath the bridge, as in if we were on
Buried.
the bridge and we reached underneath it, we could get it?
You would have to climb... Someone would have to climb down and grab it, because there's rubble and stuff. Rubble,
Oh,
rubble.
okay.
Rubble,
Okay.
rubble.
Well, I mean, I could hold a rope. What do you want to do?
Drew, do you think you could climb down?
You can come down, but it's dangerous down there.
Oh, well, I'll protect you if I can.
How do you normally retrieve your treasure?
That's. Don't wanna. Okay, fine. I use rope, and I lower myself down.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty strong. I could keep you from falling if we lower you.
Okay.
Okay, so do we have a rope? I'm assuming we do.
Let's check your inventory, see if you guys have
Question.
rope.
Do equipment. Inventory. Rope, hempen, 50 feet.
There you go.
I got rope.
Okay, you got rope.
I got rope.
Queet.
Got
I
rope?
mean, what? What did I just say? What was the word?
Sweet.
I think I was trying to say quick and cool. Queet.
Okay.
I thought you were trying to say sweet too.
Oh, I
think
have
I
rope
was.
as well,
Yeah.
so
I was like, sweet.
I also have rope, so
Cool.
if we need more, we have more. But yes, so we tie the rope around Droop's waist and
Yeah.
lower him?
And goes the ride.
Okay. I will hold him up. I guess Sanri can help,
Okay.
Yeah.
and we'll lower him down so he can retrieve the chest.
Alrighty.
And then bring him
Without
back
making too many rolls involved, just give me a strength check to see how well you can.
Okay, I'm gonna anchor myself somewhere before we start doing this because I don't want to lose my footing and fall in.
Yeah.
How are you doing that?
Are there railings on this bridge?
Nope. It's just a wooden.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I am going to sit.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That works. I was gonna say you can crouch and put your feet up against the little edge part of it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. So that will hopefully give me a little more traction, maybe a little better roll.
Mhm.
I don't know for sure, but you want me to roll a strength check?
Mhm.
No, we'll see if this
Yep.
works.
Yeah. As you tie.
Yes, that
Sandri-
worked. That worked very well. I got a 25.
Wow. Okay. Senri, as you tie Droop up,
Yeah.
he gives you a sad look, kind of like, don't let anybody hurt me, okay?
I'll do my best. I'll
Droop trusts you now.
yeah, I'll make sure that I have my amulet, and if anything happens, I will make sure that whatever it is hurts.
You can make sure whatever it is hurts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright,
We've got you.
let's see. So, as you're looking and lowering Droop down, Thera, you get a good look at the bottom. And among like broken and well-gnawed bones and like half-eaten body of Fell down there, the area itself emanates like a weird necromantic like glow. At the very, very bottom, it's like a real faint like purple. And
Okay,
you
well,
notice
hopefully he's not going down that low.
well, technically he is, but there's like rubble and stuff.
Okay.
Are we doing a Mission Impossible thing? Like
Yeah, you're Tom
we're doing the
Cruising.
Mission.
Okay.
Yep, you're Tom Cruising,
Yeah.
Droop. But what you notice down there is that the oddly enough, it's weird. There's like plant life with a glimpse that you notice, and yeah, that's about it. It's just a little peculiar.
Well, we're lowering him down to just what he needs to reach the chest.
And you got a 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no issues. You hold him steady, and he grabs the box.
And I lift him up again.
Yeah, and he's holding tight. And as you're, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. As you're pulling him back up, you just see these shredded little arms, kind of like, like a.
He's built, huh?
Yeah, he's like
a
like
little goblin.
Yeah, like Jet Li, like when he flexes,
Oh yeah.
like just boom, and you're just like, whoa, where did that come from? He's just like, oh, not let go, poor lady.
Droop brings the guns.
Okay.
And as you pull him back up to the top, are you guys being stealthy about it, or are you?
We could try, but I'm really concerned with not letting him fall, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, give me both a stealth check just for fun.
Oh, okay.
So if this would be with
Oh
disadvantage.
god, I got a critical one.
Uh-oh.
That's dice. Hit the button.
Okay,
jail.
I roll
jail.
at disadvantage,
Yeah,
and I rolled a 19 and an 18.
that's so funny.
I got a 20. Hold
Uh-huh.
on. So, like, 20 was the lower one.
All right, so we'll just say a combined rating of somewhere between that. But the natty one, that's gotta be punished. I'm sorry, Sanri. So as you are pulling up, Droop goes, like, disappears for a second, and then tugs on the back of your shirt, Sanri, just to let you know he's back. But you weren't expecting it because you were trying to look down,
Right.
and it just scares the bejesus out of you for a second.
So I'm peering into the darkness, trying to see if there's anything, like,
And you feel a tug.
anything bad, and
Yep.
Oh, it's just your Droop. Okay. Sorry.
And that is when you hear. Fuck it. Fuck the wisdom saves. You both just feel a cold sensation familiar to you again. Let me premise. This one also tunes in with Droop. So, The weird part about this, I'll describe to you as well, is that you can talk to it verbally out loud if you prefer. Yeah. It will hear you and understand you. It's just it communicates telepathically. So I just want to explain that to anybody watching, so you're not like, hey, why are they role-playing a conversation?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We're helping Droop.
It's okay, buddy. We're just sharing with them. Droop said that he can have my half.
Your half. That's funny.
Droop.
Didn't you make an agreement?
Oh, yeah, Droop. You know, the nice one, the not so scary one. That one's Droop friend. We said we'd share halves. And I said I'd share with my half with you guys. Shouldn't be a problem. Right?
He looks up at the big eye.
Roll up persuasion, bitch.
That's just me be fucking around. Everybody roll a persuasion check for fun, because your DM doesn't know how to handle shit.
14.
14? Okay.
Oh, 18.
18.
Damn, persuasive.
And how did Droop do?
Oh.
Droop is there.
7.
Ooh.
So, here's what's gonna happen. Droop, steps in and says what he says to you folks. And then when he says right, the Nothic blinks one eye and just looks. There
He has one eye.
Yeah, the one eye is what I meant.
Okay.
Thera, what do you say to convince the Nothic?
We've been bringing you bodies. You made an agreement with this goblin. We're just doing what we were going to do and getting your bodies for you.
I like this one. She's honest. Can we keep her? Shut up.
I have places to go.
We made a deal. You can have my half. Don't worry about what he says. He's the mean one. Shut up. Don't embarrass me in front of the new people.
And they fuck off.
Okay.
All right, so
Droop,
What just happened?
Droop looks back to you and he goes,
Well, I didn't think that we were gonna have a scare there, but it looks like everything's okay. So, we can't keep everything, but you can take my share.
Okay. Let's see what there is, and then we'll figure it out. And do
We
they
need
think?
to join the others soon?
yeah, you crack open the chest,
Yeah.
and it takes a little bit of time to open up, but because it's not magically protected by anything or anybody, it's just locked up, and Droop's actually in charge of that, so it wasn't that great. There in the chest itself is note taker. I see you ready. There's a 160 silver pieces, 120 gold pieces, 5 malachite gems,
Yep.
2 potions of healing.
Regular.
Yes. and a mysterious scroll. The other thing that catches your attention, Thera, jumps out at you. There is a longsword.
Oh.
Give me a perception check, Thera.
Okay.
I hope.
As you're
+1.
rolling, Droop says,
Now, this is my share. We can take and split. I don't want much of anything.
You said perception?
yes.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Take it anyway.
No, you do see what I'll explain later, but Droop,
I saw it. I just maybe don't know what I'm seeing.
what I'm going to describe is what you saw,
Yeah.
is see
Okay.
what you're seeing.
Okay.
Now, Droop goes to explain, there is a lot of other stuff in there, Thera, but he says, like, he starts taking it out, and, like, he has a little sack, and poor Droop has a little sack. It droops. Anyway, he starts pulling the coins in and tossing it to putting it next to you gently, Sanri.
And he says we have to be honest and make sure that we don't take the Nothics half, okay? I don't want to ruin a good friendship.
That sounds
I
reasonable.
agree. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Don't want to offend them.
So what you listed,
That's the half?
That's the half. That's it, Droop's half, and
okay.
The
So then you have to talk
sword-
to Droop as to what you want from it.
yeah, yep.
Okay.
The sword, you notice, has an inscription on it with the name Talon, and its hilt is worked in the shape of a bird of prey with outspread wings.
It's a nice piece. Very nice.
And you take it out to show Sanri. Sanri, give me a history check, because you're the bookworm.
She is the bookworm.
She's probably read about
11.
this.
11? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't recognize it.
God damn,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm like, yeah.
Well, but if we're taking it with us, we can check later.
I'm gonna check it myself.
Okay.
I tell you that I have to do everything. Everything
Yes.
does everything.
That's right. So you
Apparently
are
you do.
free to move about the cabin.
Droop, are you sure that you don't want anything?
Oh no. Droop don't want the weird things. Droop just want the shinies.
The gems.
The gold.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
gold.
gold.
Okay.
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 Well, I guess we can split it. However many ways that goes.
You can figure it out later.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just says he doesn't look interested in anything right now. He just wants to get
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
Okay, so he has it now in a sack,
Yep.
and we're just gonna go.
Mhm.
So we've closed up the whatever's left in the treasure, and we're just gonna leave it on the. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna take this.
You can
Yeah.
whatever you want with it.
So maybe against the wall over there, we'll just kind of put
We'll
that
move
there,
it over
and then,
against the wall.
Okay.
and the Nothic can get to it whenever it wants.
Yep.
Cool beans. All right. With that being said, you folks start moving your way to the jail cells.
Yeah,
And
I
we-
want to pick up my wolves on the way.
Awesome. All right. Yep. If you want to just start moving your tokens over, and
Okay.
you see them up there. So, we cut back over to Adrian and Vamir.
Oh shoot! I moved Sanri, not me.
Oh, that's fine.
Oops.
I'm going with you anyway. So,
Okay.
but
Well,
I'll
actually, we should
be
probably
there.
switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
I'll be letting the wolves out.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, let the wolves out.
Now, Adrian and Vamir, I believe
Yes.
you rolled low. Somebody rolled low on persuasion.
He
I
did
Or
not do
intimidate.
very well.
Yeah.
13 in
Yep.
order to instruct them to get into the cell for punishment.
Right. As you This camera pans back over. You see a bit of unfamiliar look on Robert's face. Doesn't talk much, doesn't say a whole lot, but actions speak louder than words, and you see him slowly pull his blade out and looks up at you, and he goes, "But sire!" and lunges at you, Vamir. And let's do this real quick. The two of you can roll for initiative. Actually, everybody roll for initiative, and that way, when you guys, Sanri and Thera, when you get in, you'll be in the mix. And that way, I can already add you guys. My encounters. Here we go. Okay. All right. So, Adrian, what'd you get? 23. Jesus. Okay. Thera?
I think Adrian is enough. We don't need to call Jesus. That is like an inferior name for me.
Jesus, help me.
13.
13. Cool beans.
Yep.
Sanri?
11.
11. Vamir?
4.
Wizards always goes last.
Your dice hate you today.
Yes, seriously. You need to show them some discipline to those dice, not just the people.
I don't know how to punish digital dice.
Dice jail.
Reboot. Kill it. Smash the computer.
Oh, God.
Don't do that. That's actually really expensive. I don't recommend
I
it.
know. Nice.
So, we're going to say that Robert is gentleman number 1. And,
okay.
The other Jebediah is Mr. 2. So, R1 is attacking you immediately.
Would I be able to take a reaction if I need to?
No, because this is technically
Surprise round.
That's fine. I just wanted to know the rules of engagement.
Your DM does not know. He's not good enough, so that's how it rolls. All right. Let me pull up a Redbrand here. See if he. Why are you not pulling up? Because I'm an idiot and it's up top. All right. Whiffs, because he's a dumbass.
Dumbass.
Whiffs with a 2.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's so that's the surprise round. The Jebediah looks like, oh shit. Well, we're cousins, so fuck it, and pulls his blade. It is now Adrian's turn.
Yep.
Give me 1 second too.
Adrian will attack R1 with his rapier. Try and
Got it. But sire.
DM, please check the Zoom chat.
Oh, whips it. That's an 8. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to I'm gonna inspire I already forgot which one's your actual name. You have like glass staff. But
Vamir?
yeah, Vamir. I will tell him, so far I have not been impressed. I think you can do better because I heard nice things about you. Well, nice in the sense that like you're supposed to be like vicious. So how about we do this?
Hey-o.
Hey-o. It's not really inspiring. That's just shitting on me, really. It's just...
Hey, some
Go,
people
White
find
Wizard,
that inspiring.
Go, White Wizard, go.
It's
Go, Wizard,
it's
go.
like, you know, you're shit. You need to do better.
Yeah, like a military.
It's a drill sergeant.
Drill sergeant. Yeah.
What
like
the
how
fuck
my
is that?
family raised me. You are a terrible person. Do better. That is how I was raised.
Were you you attacked Robert, right? And you would you?
I did very much miss, yeah,
Okay.
with my rapier.
Oh, all right.
But I'm gonna like pretend that I did miss and that I was just like being a hack, like pretend to the best of my performing
meant to do
abilities.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that was a 16 for performance, so I think I saved it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. It looked and
Adrian's
sounded.
a cat.
Yeah.
On guard.
I meant to do that.
Don't make me use this.
Adrian is starring in the new movie Bro in Boots. So yeah, then it is.
So for the next 10 minutes, you have 10 minutes to use it, basically.
And I can use that for
Ability
attacks?
check, attack rolls, or saving throws.
Okay.
Not
Perfect.
damage.
Alright. It is back to Robert as he rolled a natural 20, which I guess I didn't put him in the order right, but who cares?
Better on initiative than on an attack.
So he is going to swing at Vamir again. But sire! Ooh. Does a 21 hit?
Oof.
Does 21 hit the wizard?
Does the wizard not have shields?
I had to ask.
The wizard knows shield. The issue isn't the shield. The issue is the armor class itself.
Yeah.
Oh, dear,
Robes.
it's that bad.
Just tiny hits, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
just barely hits.
I'll
It
roll-
You
grazes.
don't have mage armor.
I'll roll the
kind
damage
of wizard
already,
are
okay?
you?
I'll roll the
I mean,
damage.
I didn't have a chance to really cast
Well, the
it.
good news is
Yeah.
he just rolls 4 damage of piercing damage.
That's a lot for a wizard.
It is.
I'm actually fine, really. I've taken more damage before.
Is he saying this in combat?
I mean, I could.
I'm actually fine.
It's just a flesh wound, really.
It's just a flesh wound.
Been hurt worse by better. And he, Robert just gives a look that you've never seen before, just this exhausted of putting up with your shit look. And he looks over to his cousin Jebediah, I guess. And it is now, I'm so sorry for not giving you a heads up. There, it is your turn. We'll just say you guys hear
She's
this.
getting her wolves out of there.
Yeah, you
but
hear the
as she's
commotion.
doing that, she hears the commotion. So yeah, she's gonna get the wolves and head in
Okay.
as soon as she can. I
You
don't
have
think she'll
enough-
make it.
You have enough
Will she make it?
movement.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Well, I don't know.
But
What's your
having
movement?
gotten the wolves,
Yeah, why not?
That's animal handling, isn't it?
well, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
give me an ammo handling. And
yeah, this could be interesting. Okay, we'll see what happens.
we'll make the
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay. Ugh. It takes the whole turn.
It takes a while. Yeah, that's
to,
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Get the wolves
She has
rallied,
to
but-
calm them. They've been in there a while. You know, they're bored. yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam and Dam's ears perk up as you hear a shout from somebody. Just
Okay,
And you know-
I'm
Okay.
assuming that they're gonna like get into the room kind of like this,
yeah, sure.
and then we'll go in next time.
Okay. And then it is. Sorry, Sammy, I forgot to tell you. You're
That's
on deck.
okay.
And then
Uh,
Redbrand, and then Vamir.
What about Droop? Where's
Droop?
Droop on the list?
Droop. Where
Well,
is-
Droop's probably just gonna go hide, right?
Droop is behind you,
Yeah.
Samry.
Okay.
He does one of these like hashtag nope, not my
Yeah.
not my business.
Oh, okay. Why don't you go
Yeah,
wait?
no, I share treasure, but this wasn't part of the deal. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No danger,
well,
no droop.
There's a room over there that you can go hide in, and we'll come get you after. Okay?
I know.
And he
Okay.
goes and hides, slams the door. Boink. And now
Oh, that-
And then
Let's see. Yep. Okay.
I guess I move here so that I can see what's going on. So what do I see?
So, Sunry, come on down. You see a very disgruntled gentleman here.
Okay.
Redbrand, obviously.
Yep.
Older, much older. And then a middle-aged one here. Actually,
Okay.
not much older. They're cousins, but there's an age difference.
Yeah.
Quick glance, you're just seeing swords being exchanged at this point. And yeah, they are currently. This one is just looking. This guy here.
Yeah.
And this one is attacking your new associate, Vamir.
Do I help him? Well, I mean, we gotta kill all the Redbrands if we want to get out of here, because that's the deal with the Nothics, so I guess I'm helping him.
Are you having the crunk devil and angel conversation?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, no, yeah, totally gotta get him out of there.
Yeah, what this one said.
Oh, no, big guy. No, big guy.
So, I am actually going to try this new cantrip that I got called Word of Radiance.
Oh shit, my bad.
Nice.
You utter a divine word and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
And you're casting it where?
It's centered on me. Oh, wait, it's a 5 feet thing. Never mind. I can't do that one. I didn't realize it was so close.
That's cool, though.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be coming up next.
I just see Roxanne, your smirk. I know you have something planned. Whenever I see that smirk, I always like, Adrian's got something up his sleeve.
He's waiting. He's waiting.
Just hurry up and get to me.
I am going to firebolt the guy with the sword, so Robert.
Okay. That's a roll, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Fire
And
away,
I got 23.
Yeah, that'll hit. A little bit.
And he takes 7 damage.
Yowzers. All right.
Yeah, so that is a mote of fire.
So he is on En Fuego?
Well, no, not really. A flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried. So, yeah.
Uh-oh. Trabajo. For our Spanish viewers.
And then for my bonus action, I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
And where is the Tomb of Annihilation going?
The Tome of Annihilation goes...
Tome of Annihilation. Words.
Wabam.
Okay.
Right there. And it attacks. And...
Same
it
guy, right?
rolls a 21. Yes, correct.
Oh, yep, that kind of hits.
And... Yeah, hold on. And does 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Oof. This gentleman here drops to one knee as he's pummeled from behind by a mysterious floating Tome of Annihilation. Yeah.
He gets lit on fire and then...
Yeah, he's not having a good day. But sire! That'll be his, on his, tune. Anyway.
His call,
Yeah.
death.
his epitaph.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, wrong page. Okay, here we go. It is now the cousin's turn. Sir Jebediah, as he sees his poor older cousin dreadfully take a punishing for attacking Vamir, and darts. Wow. What is he gonna do?
Well,
he's gonna attack Adrian, because you're the closest.
Wow.
Starts swinging, and here we go. Melee attack. No, short sword. A 12 plus 4, 16?
Yeah.
Okay. Here comes the damage. Here comes the I just rolled I rolled a 6 on a d6, so that's a total of 8 points of piercing damage. Let's see. Runs.
I did not like that.
Short sword across your belly. And he's like, leave my stupid cousin alone. And that is his... Wait. No, he gets to attack again. Multi-attack. A 2. So he...
that misses.
Yeah, he's like, leave my cousin alone, my stupid cousin. Yeah, I don't know. I probably look really stupid doing that. Anyway, Vamir, it is you are up, and Adrian, you are on deck.
Don't worry. You'll be joining your families not too long. I will cast Magic Missile at level 2. 1 dart shall go to Robert for his insolence, and the other 3 shall go to Jebediah.
Roll damage.
So that's 3 to Robert, and then that's 2, 6, 8, and then that's 8 points to Jebediah.
Okay. Oof. As you fire one off in a very tight space.
Yeah, like, just do you ever see Vegeta do a Big Bang attack just like right in front of somebody's face? No. I'm nerding out right now. No, he literally just holds his hands up and just goes and just that's literally the first dart, just right in front of Robert's face, just right through.
That's I don't know what. I guess that's
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I was just gonna say, have you ever seen a T-Rex use a squirt gun? Pew pew. It's kind of like what it looks like. It's just pew pew, and you see fuck these names, man.
Robert.
Jebediah first, as the missile goes. Phew, 2 of them, and he just takes it, pummels, and get his pummeled steps back a bit, and there's just pain in his face. The unfortunate gentleman that started the fight, Robert, as he is on fire. He is on his knees, pummeled by a book behind him.
Mm-hmm.
He looks up in a quick glimpse of regret.
Yeah. Questioning his life choices.
Yeah. So, as he looks at you, how would you like to put poor Robert out of his misery?
The dart's just gonna go right through the face.
Okay.
Just right through.
So he looks up directly at you and just goes, "But son," and just hole through the face.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you have an audience of children and a woman in the cell where you definitely start hearing shrieking at this point.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. But there's a nice quarter-size hole right through poor Robert's face. Right in his stupid nose.
Right through?
Right through. He is now dead. Can we get some F's in chat for Robert? Not you, Vamir.
Why not?
Hey, thank you, Proto Nips, for the follow. All right.
Oh.
Does Vamir have any bonus actions or anything? Or
I'm just going to, at this point, drop the facade and just no longer be the glass staff. Yeah, just go back to my normal Vamir form.
It's nice that you finally accept yourself for who you are.
It's very,
Mid-combat.
it's very difficult from time to time.
You know, I haven't killed anybody before. That felt really good. I'm gonna go back to Vamir. I'm just gonna be myself. Just gonna be myself. I'm a murderer. It's cool now.
It's fine.
She did it. They did it. They're adventurers. They get it.
I'm saving people. Come on. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
What else are you doing? You got bonus and
I'm just going to stand there and just sigh heavily. This is way more cleanup than I wanted.
So you bonus action sigh.
Yeah, bonus. Some would even say it's a free action, but yes.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
You know you're playing with a fellow DM when they drop the free action. As Vamir sighs, Adrian, you catch a whiff of like rotten bologna or something that he ate from earlier. It reeks.
Disgusting.
The man has poor hygiene. He's gonna need a talking about this. It is now Adrian's turn. Woo! And Thera is up after that, and Sam
I
next.
would like a wisdom saving throw from the survivor.
Perfect.
I won't have to do anything.
A 16 minus 1, so 15.
That makes it so he only gets 2d6 damage. So let me just. Well, it's 4d6 divided by 2. Because I upcast it.
Okay.
That's not bad. So that is 8 psychic damage.
8 psychic damage.
Ow.
How would you like to put the younger cousin out of his misery? That was exactly what he had.
Keep in mind, there are children watching.
Which for Adrian is like, audience.
Yeah.
You know,
sure
so he was like
bad.
fake swapping his sword earlier, and now he kind of like puts it away, and he looks at him, and there's just this sound coming out of his mouth, which no one can hear anything. It kind of like, but to him, you just see him like grasping his head, and just like probably like starts nosebleeding, like just dies from the inside.
He does. He does. As he sees his older cousin, his heart breaks.
Oh.
Robert! No! Mom's gonna kill me! Huh?
Not to attack him first.
Gross convulsions and he falls over. With that being said, we are out of combat and we are out of patience for a potty break. So we are going to take a comfort break. We'll be back in about 5 to 7 minutes. Stay tuned. I see a lot of you guys in there. And don't hesitate to hop in chat and hang out with us. There's Percival. Hi. And yeah.
I think they have to follow first, though.
I'm gonna stop talking because a lot of us are doing the pee-pee dance.
They have to follow first to chat. But yes, definitely.
We'll be back in a few minutes, and
Bye.
stick around. We got some music and stuff for you guys to listen to. Bye. We'll be back.
Stay tuned, my lovelies. We'll be right back.
Yeah, look. Yeah, I'll call you. Oh, okay. Okay, Mom, I gotta go. Yep, I sent you that. Okay.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. And just remember, if you're watching live and you are interested in chatting in the chat, if you're not following, you gotta follow, because it's the only way I can keep the spammers out, is follower only chat. So that's that. Anyway, so picking up where we left off, the group had, Adrian and Vamir had went into the room where poor Robert and Jebediah were fast asleep guarding the cell, and through a mixture of success and failure, Robert had a change of heart, being told what to do, and decided to attack Vamir, where combat ensued with Adrian involved. It was loud enough that with the doors open, The wolves were alerted, which therefore alerted Thera and Sanri to check on their companions, where the combat continued, and poor Robert and Jebediah were slain. And that is where we leave off with the party standing over 2 dead bodies and 3 caged individuals.
Shall we bring them to the Nothic?
I think the Nothic has enough to eat. I just remembered that there's actually another way out of here, that we can avoid the caverns altogether.
That would be nice.
Oh, that's the way that we came in, I think. By the water?
Yes.
And the floor. The
Yes.
floor is, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of a trap there. I'm not sure if you've encountered it.
Oh yeah, we used it to dump some bodies.
Oh,
Perfect.
yes.
Why don't we get everybody out of here and we'll go back to town? This way we fulfill every part of the mission and I can report back.
Let me just go get Droop.
And the mother and her children need some help. So
Yes, we've already unlocked the gates. I just wish Robert and Jebediah learned to listen just a little bit more.
Oh, maybe we should move the bodies to the wall so that they can get out.
Yes, you could do that.
As you are all talking, you hear the mother speak up, and she says, "Excuse me, are you planning on letting us out?"
Yes, we are saving you because we are heroes.
And you're with Glassstaff?
That is a complicated story.
yeah.
I'm not really glass staff, as you can see. I don't have a glass staff. It's not white, or I'm not a human. I'm Vermeer. Pleasure to meet you. I think we should probably be on our way.
Whatever, asshole. Just let us out. And you have to understand from their perception.
I cast magic missile. I'm just kidding.
They're seeing they're seeing 3 Redbrands accommodated by a wizard that appeared to them as Glassstaff and then dropped and changed to Vermeer. So
Yeah.
I got you.
This is how
I got
they're
you.
perceiving it.
I'm gonna go in the middle. I'm gonna take off my disguise. Okay. I am Adrian James John Errington. You probably know me because I am very famous. And I am your savior.
You hear the daughter speak up from across on the other end, which is to your left.
Mom, is everything gonna be okay?
Errington from the Errington apples, Errington forgery, Errington wheat, Errington gold, Errington everything. Of course you know that. Now, if you want to proceed to the rescue, please follow us. Are you cold? Someone can give you their clothing.
The
Because they
teenage
have
boy.
capes.
Yeah, we're actually taking off robes and stuff that
Yeah.
we used for the disguise.
Disguise.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Thera's like gradually shedding pieces and sort of like draping them over kids' shoulders.
The teenage boy, before that happens, as you say, someone can take off their clothes. He, what is his name? Okay, he looks and kind of looks at his sister, and then looks at you, Thera and Sanri. He's like,
Are you gonna get naked?
No. No.
Not all clothes. Look, she just takes the cape, like sort of flips it around and puts it over his shoulder.
the little sister slaps him upside the head.
Well, he said they were gonna take off their clothes. We've been in here for a while.
I take off my cloak and I put it on the sister.
He looks, he's like, oh,
Oaks.
cloaks. Damn it.
You need some manners, young man.
Well, he was tied in a prison for I don't know how long. So
Let's
perhaps
just
he's
all-
a savage now.
Let me
Let's
go
just
get.
all leave.
Let me go get Droop, and then yeah.
Actually, it's the sister is older. She appears to be 18ish, and
Okay.
the boy appears they haven't. Nobody said their names yet. The third appears to be like 13ish.
Okay.
Droop. I knock on the door to the armory. They're all gone now. It's just the mother and the kids.
Safe now?
Safe now.
Okay.
And throws the door open.
So Thera's walking out with these 3 wolves surrounding her.
Oh,
She has her hand on Sam's head.
Sanri, are you leading Droop into the room?
Yeah, I'm leading Droop.
Okay. He'll freeze he'll freeze behind you as he sees the wolves.
What's wrong, Droop?
They're gonna eat Droop.
They're Thera's friends.
They're
Wolves?
friends.
What's hunters?
Give me an animal handling check there, Thera.
Oh, uh-oh. Okay. Let's hope. Oh, that's okay. That's pretty good. That's a 17.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, of all the wolves, Sam, being the hungriest, kind of does like fur raises up.
Sanri has kept giving Sam
Yes.
salted pork, so I don't think
yes.
Sam's very
They
hungry.
should not be hungry.
Sam
These
is
wolves
also
should not
the
be hungry.
heavier looking one, so maybe
Okay.
he's just greedy.
Well, I'll give him some more pork then, because I also had some hidden away in my
Yeah,
pockets.
no problem.
Yeah.
But, to all of them.
Yeah.
Because, they're all.
Oh yeah, you know how like when you feed more than one cat,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
one that was there that showed
Yeah.
up is like, yay, I'm gonna take my time to, and all the other ones are like, fuck you, our food. Yeah, that's what happens. So like the 3 of them all like fight over your attention.
Okay.
But yeah, Droop. Senri, give me a persuasion check just for the hell of it.
Okay.
He might want to back away.
Yeah,
15.
okay. Yeah, it's enough to convince him to. He holds the tail of your outfit.
I pull out some pork and I go, if they come up to you and you're afraid, just hand them this. And I give
Before you finish the sentence, he like starts shoving it in his mouth, and he's like, like kind of that like had it in his mouth and slowly spits it out like a.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
Me?
Yeah. Actually, I think that we're going to pass more food. So you could probably grab some food on the way out. Yeah, because there's all those barrels of salted pork. And then we can get some more salted pork for the wolves. And that would be good because they like salted pork. And so, yes, we'll get some more. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're going to do that.
He gives you that the confused girl in the back seat look. That
Okay.
Whatever you say.
But sire.
Okay, so yes, we're just leaving.
Yep.
We're getting out of here. Going back to the town.
So, yeah.
yeah, which
Did we
who's
manage
leading-
did we manage to convince the 3 to get out? The 3 hostages to leave?
Yeah, they gonna
nobody's-
join us?
Yeah, I mean the cages are open now. Nobody's went back to talk to them, so they're just kind of standing there together at this.
Oh, I thought
This
I
time-
ushered them towards the exit.
Did you?
Yeah, I
didn't-
thought we were leading
okay.
them out.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, then we'll move them here,
But how do
As
they
they're
feel
all
about the wolves?
huddled together. Not comfortable.
Yeah.
But they see you talk to a goblin and Thera you feeding them, so they assume now that they see the cloaks removed and that that you're not Redbrand, they get the idea like, hey, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes.
The wife.
And we know how to keep the trap floor from tripping, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The mother. Let's see. Go wrong page, Chris.
Is Vamir leading, or who's leading?
I could lead if you need, but you told me that you came this way before.
Yes, but I mean,
the mother's
they
holding,
don't know where to go.
The mother is holding the two as they're like finally reunited with their mother from being separated no more than 15 feet, but still. Hey, you know, that post-COVID thing. We can hug again. Too soon?
What's a hug?
Yeah.
It's this human connection that you get when two humans just kind of embrace. They kind of.
I don't understand.
Well, you see, it's quite complex. It's frowned upon in some societies. You see, anyway.
The mother.
What is this love you speak of?
But Vamir probably might want to be leading these people because they don't know where to go.
The mother is looking at you all and just says, I can't thank you enough. My name is Myrna Dendrar, and these are my two children, Nars, and she taps him on the head, and Nilsa, the one that's about the same height.
Well, let's get you out of here. And I'll.
Have you seen my husband?
Oh, no way.
The other two are like, yeah, where's father?
You see, sometimes you're better off without a father.
And the mother's like, I excuse me, what?
Unfortunately,
My father was never very nice. I don't really know. I have never really spent much time with him. He thinks I'm a disappointment. So better not know your father before you disappoint him. Now, let's go.
Yeah, that's.
The little one's like, so what is she trying to say, Mom? Where's Dad?
Your dad isn't coming.
Well, what, did you get him out already?
No, he didn't make it.
He looks confused. The daughter and the mother, you both see.
And I look at the mother and I go, I'm sorry.
Tears in the eye, and
I understand this must be very difficult for you, but there's still a Nothic in here. I think it'd be best if we can...
Shut up, monster. I don't even know who you are. I trust these people, but I don't trust you.
Well, that's fine. You don't need to, unless you want to leave. And it's this way.
We should get out of here.
And she grabs, they huddle together, and the sister just says...
You're not very good at this, are you?
No.
The sister goes, it's okay, Nars. We'll talk when we get out of here. Let's just worry about getting out of here. And Nars looks up. He's like, but Dad, who took him? Where is he? And he gets frustrated and like, you see tears welling up in his eyes, and he looks at you, Adrian, and he's like, where is my father?
Adrian doesn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know he's not here right now. So if you stay here, you will wait forever.
Did Vamir have anything to do with his disappearance? Does Vamir know what happened to him?
Are you Sanri asking?
Well...
We might not want to get into
know
that.
Look, child.
Sanri is suspecting. But...
which one's the one that's asking me where his dad is?
The youngest.
Nars.
Nars, the teenager.
I'm gonna get on my lower level.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put my hands around his shoulder and I'll say, look, child, if you want to succeed in life, you have to sometimes prioritize what you will be doing. There is a strategy called WIN. What's important now? And then what's important now is your biggest priority. And right now, it is to get out of here alive. Now, if you focus on things that are not important in this exact moment, then you will fail and you will die here alone.
Give me
You're not very good at this either, are you?
Give me a persuasion check.
Wow.
And here I thought I was awful at giving speeches.
That's Adrian telling it like it is.
Look, my father taught me like this. Let's
Oh,
go.
wow.
27 persuasion.
Whoa.
All right. He looks at you.
I mean, that's gonna
Now
turn
that
him into
you're-
Batman or like,
Oh my God!
like either
Yes.
evil person, but like it'll get him moving, and that's what's important
We already,
now.
we already established there's a Batman NPC in this campaign now because he has his little toesies covered up. He doesn't wear the full boots.
I guess we're getting the Joker.
Yeah. Where are the Redbrands going? Swear to me. Anyway. So yeah, he looks at you and just glassy-eyed. The tears stop rolling down, and you see for a moment of clarity and acceptance of something happened. Not sure. Just
Becomes a man.
this is the moment, yeah, that Nars becomes a man. He does the and then wipes the snot away, and he goes into your arms and gives you a hug.
Adrian awkwardly just lets it happen, but looks around.
They're
him
there.
Like, what the hell?
They're
is this?
there.
You mean there?
This is a Sheldon moment.
They're.
It's a Sheldon moment.
And
This
I
is
kind
not
of
what I meant, but okay.
I just like Sandra just kind of goes like this to show Adrian like.
So he goes like this with his fingers.
So you have a little cuddle puddle, and
Can we move, please?
Yeah, the mother says.
Okay, let's go.
The mother grabs
Chop,
pulls Nars from you and just says, "Let's just get us out of here."
Fantastic. This way, please.
And they
This guy.
they
And I'll
follow. They let Vamir take the lead, and they follow back with like in between Adrian and Thera as you move through the building. Where are you traveling? Which exit are you
I
planning
would
on
say
taking?
the southern one, the one that we came in. Oh, there's another exit.
The one you came in is over here.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
it's-
Oh,
yeah.
This is what I was explaining before. There's, you see, right here, this wall.
With his
Thera.
laser pointer, the wizard.
Through
the walls.
This one right here. This
Yes.
wall's a bit faulty, Thera. I believe you should be able to get us
Just
through.
push it. Sure.
Yeah.
She'll push
Don't
it.
don't even worry about the moving the tokens at this point. I'm gonna
Okay.
shut down the battle map,
Okay.
all right.
and you guys just tell me. You guys just tell me what you're doing.
She's just gonna push the wall if that's where he said it's loose, and she'll, hopefully make a way for us to get through.
Pushing the wall.
He said there was a faulty wall there. Is it like a
Oh, that.
hidden door or
You're
something?
talking about
or-
this.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you guys traveled
Is
through
that a
that before.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it is a faulty wall. It's not like the other hidden doors, like this
I think you
one
just.
and this one.
I believe the term is Kool-Aid Man through. I believe.
Oh yeah, is the reply.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Jesus.
you on this side, it's a door. So you
Uh-huh.
pull it open, and you are in the room where the big thing of water was, where you found
Okay.
the satchel before.
With the food.
I point Droop to the barrels with the good salted pork, not the bad rancid stuff. I said,
don't eat that one. Go get the stuff from there. That's much better. And then so that we can fill up on.
Yeah. So
And-
we can fill our packs,
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
or at least like replenish our supplies.
There you go.
Okay.
And get a little bit extra for the wolves.
Yes, because they're hungry, and I don't want them
Yeah.
eating anything they shouldn't.
Stealing from bad guys isn't bad.
Yeah.
Well, we're stealing from Vamir, so Sanri's fine with that.
So is Vermeer.
So you lead them up to the first floor.
Yeah, so I'll lead them up through the first floor.
What's your marching party? Just for fun.
I guess Thera would be behind Vamir
Yeah.
Okay.
with the wolves.
All right, I'm just gonna move your tokens just so we can see them, like in order.
Yeah.
Adrian, I'm assuming you're behind.
Yeah, towards the back.
And Sanri's behind the wolves, but the family is between, like,
Yeah.
she and Droop are in the back, and then the family's kind of in the middle.
I was gonna say the NPC stuff, just theater of imagination, or what? Theater of the mind.
Theater.
Theater of the mind. This is the anyway. Yeah. Is everybody going stealthy, or what are you doing, Vamir? Since you are leading the party.
Well, there shouldn't be anybody else patrolling. Just mind your step. The manor has been decrepit for some time, and I'll lead them up through the first floor and out through the main door of the manor, and we'll make our way back into town.
Okay. All right. Through some careful steps and a moment of pacing yourselves as you walk through the manor. It is abandoned. There's broken windows as you walk through. Eventually, you're led to the foyer, large, two-story type opening, very large with a wrapping stairs going up to the top and overlooking. There's rugs and stuff torn up, and some are rolled up. There's cobwebs everywhere. Dust is dust galore. And
One of the wolves sneezes.
Yeah. I imagine that would be damn because he's got those damn allergies.
She scritches him behind the ear.
Yeah, but then now he goes like.
My larynx. Yeah, so you guys exit the mansion, no issues, and because it's Vamir, this is your humble abode.
Oh.
You exit, and are you trailing through town?
Why, yes.
Down the main road into.
Yes, I don't see why not. I'm not in my glass staff form. Nobody knows who I am outside of the people behind me.
And are you any of you remaining in what leftover outfits you have, or are you
No.
dropping the?
Dropping the
I'm
disguise.
shedding everything that I can.
Okay.
That is Redbrand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get this.
I will pick up the band and some material that I think could be useful, so that it's not wasted. But like, yeah, I'm also taking my costume off, but like no waste.
Okay.
Like, I can make another costume out of this shit.
It was a very good costume, Adrian. You did very well.
Yes,
Thank
I
you,
know.
Adrian, but I don't like this anymore. I really need to. Yeah.
All right.
Very
let's
well.
See if we can find something. As you walk and exit the mansion, don't worry about it. We're not going to need it anymore. As you exit, load mansion.
Well, actually, that was the map of Phandalin. Maybe you want that.
Boy, why? Here we go. Fuck it. We'll just do this. Get rid of that boring.
Do you want the map of Phandalin? Because I can put that in.
No, I said we're not using it anymore.
Oh, okay.
So, you exit the mansion, and it is about. Time seems to have gone by a lot faster than you thought, as you had gotten there if this world went by a 12-hour or 24-hour clock, it would be around the 13th hour of the day when you got there. Took quite some time to do the crawl itself. So I'm just going to say, whether it took this long or not, it's about 5 or 6 in the morning. The sun has risen. I don't know why there's a tavern door opening right now, but yeah. You're gonna have to pass the Vamir. This would be something you would remember. The son of a bee sting. The town.
The Sleeping Giant?
Sleeping Giant. Yep, that is the name. So you are gonna have to figure out what you're doing as you pass that, because that's kind of like a round-the-clock hangout for you-know-who's.
I mean, if there's any Redbrands inside, they have no idea what has occurred. We can keep on moving.
Because it's not a long travel. Finish what you were saying. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, let's just keep on moving. Do you have an inn that you're staying in currently?
We do.
Fantastic. Why don't we rendezvous there and speak with the town master won't be much help. He was in the pocket of the Redbrands.
Well,
I knew it.
so-
I called it.
But
Weak man.
that means that he was in your pocket.
That's right, and he still doesn't know what my true form is.
That's fine. I mean, can you tell? I mean,
Have you
what
met?
are you gonna do about the rest of your people?
Oh, I still need to report back. Make sure I have all my findings reported and listed. Do you know anybody in town that's part of the Lord's Alliance?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Everybody give me a history check, except for Vamir, obviously. Because Vamir, you would... I feel like... I mean, I know what you're doing. So.
Ooh, 22.
14.
Alright. Looks like...
A natural 20.
What'd you get, Thera?
12.
12. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had Dice Jail on command, just ready.
Just ready.
We're ready.
Yep.
Okay.
So anybody with
Sorry to disappoint.
15 or above, you would recall that Sildar is a member of the Lord's Alliance.
Doesn't he know Sildar, though?
He should
Well,
know
Sildar told us that he
Sildar
was
knows.
missing, so.
Sildar
He knows
knows Vamir.
Glassstaff.
Or what?
He knows Larno.
Sildar knows Larno.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Who is Glassstaff?
Who is Glassstaff?
Yes.
But Sildar
Doesn't
not know.
doesn't know
that-
Vamir's true form because of the secrecy of the mission.
Well, here's one of the things that I'll give you, a little drop of knowledge. So Sildar knows... Oh, shit. What the hell was his name again?
Larno?
Larno. Sildar knows Larno. Sildar assumes Larno is a good guy because Larno went missing 3 or 4 months ago before the Redbrands moved in. Ironically, right before the Redbrands moved in. Sildar has no idea.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Sildar wants the Glassstaff either killed or imprisoned. He does not know the connection.
Well, perhaps you and Sildar need to have a discussion.
It appears so. Is he in town?
He should be?
He was last time we talked to him.
He told you folks that he would meet you in the morning or look for you.
Yeah, don't we have horses from him?
Yeah, he was gonna stick around for a day or two or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 days ago. No, a day ago you asked, or you agreed that he would arrange a ride to Thunder Tree, which is just west of the Neverwinter Woods, which would put you, being that this is now morning, tomorrow would be the day that he would have arranged that ride.
Okay.
But he is in town. He said he would look
Yeah.
for your return today. Another campaign reminder, not only for you but also for the folks at home watching. The town master, when he was doing a speech that the town folks were not so happy about, Sildar was seen by you folks as his, like, not right-hand man, but standing guard on the hanging stage.
Yep.
Well, I guess we have some work to do.
We should
Wow.
deliver
Sanri walks right up to Vamir and goes, I still don't trust you.
I never asked for your trust.
Why don't we get the woman and her children back to their homes?
Yeah, you're in town now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
about 5. I think I said 6, 5. It's sun
Yeah.
rise.
Dawn, right? Dawn?
So-
Around
Done. Yeah,
dawn.
from
Yeah.
dawn
So
to
Done, done.
yeah.
done. It's done. Done.
Before we go too far into the town, the wolves, Thera's gonna speak with the wolves. And-
Yes.
And,
Hear this.
and have them go into the woods and do what wolves do. Because I don't think that they want to be in town.
Yeah. So this is This is out of game shit. But I'm just looking at the stream here, and I'm realizing how bald I really look when it doesn't pick up my hair on camera. And I'm like, bro, you are fucking Walter White. Just breaking
there you
bad
go.
this shit.
There you go.
I'm the one who rolls the dice. All right. Anyway, so you peel off,
Letting
to
the wolves
side.
go so they can wander the woods instead of coming into town with us, because that doesn't make any sense for them.
I then
Give me
run after Thera. I run after Thera for a minute and go, here, I got some, and I hand her some of the pork and then go back.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay.
Now that you are all porked up.
All porked up.
All porked up. Don't know what to do. Next thing you turn around, find a person. Anyway.
Okay, and
I'm fucking. I don't know, something's wrong with me.
17.
17. All right, yeah, that's enough. The smell of pork, even though they've just been fed recently, is enough to convince them to listen to Mom one more time before you part ways.
Yeah. They wouldn't want to come into town. They're, they're kind of
they're
wild.
strays. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not the type that you want to keep in a
No,
inn.
they're not dogs.
Yeah.
Contrary
no.
to how Henry likes to
Sam
treat
Sam
them.
stands up.
Yeah.
Sam stands up on 2. Speak for yourself.
She gives them scritches and gives them salted pork,
Sure.
and then sort of like, suggests that they go back into the forest
Yeah.
with like whistles. She's kind of like making these little whistle sounds, kind of like.
Yeah, they Sam. They all 3 of them are nestling up with you, and they kind of have that's the familiar scenario as always when you part ways temporarily. They're nestling up with you and kind of like, well, don't go, like, stay out here with us, And then Sam, like, almost like a fatherly figure, like, grabs them by the back of their neck one at a time, just kind of, come on, like, and leads the way. And as the 3 of them trail off into the woods before you crest the edge there, right past the sleeping giant, the last break of trees, you see them, the 3 of them off, and the alpha of the 3 looks back at you and just kind of gives you an acknowledgement. It just,
Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay.
It's weird timing. The music changed on its own, and it's like, it works.
It's almost as if we walked into town.
It's almost like, yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Anyway.
So yeah, getting the woman and her kids to their home so they can, recover.
Did you guys need to eat or need healing or need to go do something before or you're from here, so you know where to go.
They
right?
grab your hand, Sanri.
Yeah.
The two teenagers, one on each end,
Yeah.
and start pulling you towards the Stonehill Inn.
Okay.
Like, cluing you in that they're hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're
And,
like, yes, please.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, and the mother's like, okay, all right. And she looks at you, Adrian, and says, I hope you don't mind buying. We don't have anything.
I will allow it.
And she chases off after her kids.
Yeah. So, Toblin's really good, and so is his wife. They're really good. They make good food, and you'll like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you approach, rounding the corner, as Stonehill Inn is on the right of the square, you smell the familiar scent of sausage, bacon, bread.
Droop is Droop still with us?
Fuck me.
Realized we just forgot about Droop.
Yeah, that's
Droop is with you.
that's
shit,
gonna
we're
be
gonna have
interesting.
We're gonna have to pull back for just a second.
Yeah.
What are you before you get there? What would you have done with Droop?
What does he want to do?
We can put a cape on him.
Droop, do you want to come in town with us? And maybe we can hide you, kind of like in a cloak or something, and pretend that you're like a kid.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. 3.
Oof.
Hell no! Humans hate Droop. Humans hate all Droops.
Well, we'd hide you, and then I'd put you in our room, and then I'd bring you some food, and then
He grabs the golden pouch from Adrian.
Yeah.
He dumps out half, takes it, ties it off, and he goes,
Bye, lady!
and books off into the woods.
Okay. Fair enough.
Bye.
So that's half of the 160 silver and half of the 120 gold.
Just half of the gold.
Okay. So
he takes 60 gold and the pouch that it...
I promise this week I will make an inventory list and I'll post it on our chat.
We need to figure out what that sword is too.
You want me to stop him?
Oh, you found a sword.
Yes.
Do you want me to look at it while we eat? Because I am also very famished.
Sure. Here, have a look.
No, you carry it there. You put it on the table. I don't want to carry this. This is very, very heavy. I want to be eating while you present it to me.
I see. Okay.
Are you
Okay,
entering the tavern?
Carrying a sword.
Yes. we're
Vamir, what are you
entering the
doing? I'll
tavern.
just ask, since you're kind of important at this point.
Oh, as I watch the goblin go off, do you want me to stop him?
Oh no. He was nice and he was helpful, and he was nice.
And honest, of all things.
Fair enough.
And
burn.
he'll figure it out. I liked him, but if he doesn't want to stick around, that's fine. I was thinking that maybe he'd want to come with me to my home to figure out what was going on with my parents and my brother, and sister, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look for Sildar, and I'll
See your face, Chris.
He might be at the inn as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna take out a copper wire and just hold it up and whisper a message, just asking for Sildar, and just trying to go through, and I will cast message. It's 120 feet. Is a cantrip. and I'll just say, Sildar, where are you? In all different directions until I get a ping.
Okay. Okay. And you, they can reply to that, right?
They can reply to this message, yes.
25 words or something?
Yeah, 25 words.
It is, so there's a difference between sending and message. However, I believe
Right.
Sending.
Yeah, you're
Message
using sending.
Because
I'm
message is a
using a
cantrip,
cantrip.
so it doesn't matter.
I'm using message.
Yeah,
or
message.
Right.
Message,
That's the
yeah.
cantrip. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to say that they can reply, and then they can reply
You
one
point your
sentence.
finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast this spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
Yep. So without rule Naziing, we'll just say that because you're familiar with the town, before you went into Glassstaff mode, you get a ping back from the Stonehill Inn, and I think, like they do in, yeah. So you would get a reply back.
Yes. What is the reply?
Shit. What's the fucking name again? What's the name that you?
So,
Sildar.
Larno.
Larno.
Is how Sildar knows.
Yep. Yeah. So
me,
then
I
you
guess.
would get a ping back, and
Yeah, but you don't look like Larno now, right?
I don't, but I can still put on the accent a little bit. It's a little fun sometimes.
So,
I see. How
yeah.
many of these personas do you have?
Who knows? But it doesn't matter. I have a few, and I will actually just turn into an orc real quick with the disguise.
in the middle of town.
Yeah, just in the middle of town, and then drop it real quick, and just as many as I need. Really.
Because it's not as crowded as the sound effects make it, give me a stealth check to see how well you pull this off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really hiding it, but sure. That is a 10.
Yeah, the few people that are running through the town see you do that and freak out for a moment, but then as you drop form that quick, like, they should just see this like this. Shit!
Sarah actually goes for her sword
Yeah.
for a moment.
Because you picked an orc, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like, that's an issue in Phantom.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, I just really wanted to show the range. I could even be someone as I believe you're an elemental folk, yes? And I'll quickly just go through Earth Genasi, Fire Genasi, Water Genasi.
Are you doing the video game character select screen
Oh,
thing?
I am Shang stunning
Which plane?
everything. I'm Shang stunning everyone. Just I'll go there, then I'll go into a lizard folk, and then I'll be a hobgoblin, and then I'll pop back to I won't go drow. That's going it too far. Okay, I have limits.
Wow.
Has Senri been dragged off at this point, I'm guessing?
It's dragged off.
To the inn,
you got dragged into the tavern.
Yeah.
At this point, as you're halfway through all the D&D races, you get a ping back from Sildar saying, oh god damn it, I fucking forgot his name.
Larno.
Larno. He's like, oh no, is that you?
It
that's-
is.
That's all you get, because it's message. It's only...
Yep. I'll once again. Oh, excuse me there. Sildo, just please let me know where you are. You can respond to this message, and I'll come and meet you.
I'm in the inn.
Yeah. I won't respond. Oh, Silda's in the inn. I guess we shall follow your cleric friend who doesn't trust me, and I don't blame her. That's besides the point. I think we should.
Very well. You all enter the
That
tavern.
is where we go. Yes.
Yep.
Into the tavern.
Okay. Fixing.
Although I've had enough salted pork that I'm not all that hungry.
I am
What are
famished. I am famished. I am not one for salted pork, even though that's what we've had for months. I guess.
So Vamir is looking forward to something besides salted pork.
Oh yes, quite.
So does that mean he's sick of bacon? I mean, how is that possible?
I mean, it 4 months is quite a long time. Of all you could have, really.
We'll say at this moment you all have gotten a large corner table, and are all seated together. 7 of you.
Yes.
Yes, when I see Sildar, I'm just going to tap him on the shoulder and invite him to sit with us.
Give me a perception check.
Of course. Hacha. That is an 18.
You see the only person day drinking in the morning at the bar.
I'm just going to approach him from behind.
And then I told him, "Hie away with you, for I am the greatest."
I'm sure you are, Sildar.
And he turns back. So then he came at me with his sword, and I was like, "Has no of that, I will not."
Sildar, please.
Oh my god. Adrian and he should be in the same room together. It would be like space-time continuum explosion.
You only hate Sildar because he's just as fleshy.
No.
And Sanri was like, "Be right back." Ran upstairs, got a book, brought it down, and is showing the kids the book. Like, okay, and then this is.
Yeah, you would have had it enough time since you were first
Okay,
in.
Sarah, show me your sword. You can put it on the table
Vamir,
now.
what were you saying to Sildar? And are you what voice?
I'm just trying to interrupt him and drag him off back to our table.
You're dragging him, like you're grabbing him?
I'm not dragging him in the physical
as
sense.
a stranger.
Yeah, I'm just. Sildar, please just join us. I'm sure you.
Which voice are you using?
Oh, I'm not using the L.O.R.E voice. I'm using Vamir's voice.
Okay. And who are you, stranger? What business do you have interrupting my stories?
Oh, I apologize. And I'm just going to use the slight disguise self and just kind of give the Larno/Glassstaff face. Just, I believe you understand who I am, and just go back up.
No.
Hey, Vamir. That's my true name.
Confusion.
Yes, we have plenty to discuss, but first things first. Why don't you stop drinking? Because that would definitely help our situation.
Nope, I think I'm going to need more.
You can have more after we tell our story, good friend. However,
you'll need more.
Probably, but why don't we go sit at the table, enjoy a nice breakfast? It is our treat for the people we rescued, and then we shall discuss. Just the 5 of us.
So many questions.
I'm sure you have plenty, but please.
Toblin, please fill me up. Wait a minute. Wait. Do I have it? I do. Thank you, Toblin. Great. Okay. He follows you back to the table. Looks very, very lost. Not drunk, just lost. Like, what the?
Toblin, sorry. Sildar, as I mentioned before, we just want to have a nice breakfast before we get into the nitty-gritty.
The barmaid catches wind of the lack of seats and brings over a couple of spares from the other table.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. I'm going on my smoke break now. Bye.
I have this wonderful herb if you'd like to try.
Who are you talking to?
The lady who's going on her smoke break.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, sweetheart.
You got it. I'll reach into my pouch and hand her this grass.
Wait, who is this?
Just some random NPC.
Random bar wench number 5.
Charlotte, I think her name is now. Yeah,
Charlotte? Okay.
Charlotte the bar wench.
That's fine.
Okay.
She pinches your cheek.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Yeah, no problem. Just please don't ever do that again.
Okay, gotta go. Bye.
What about our order?
Flink fingers.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't work here.
But you set up our table? What?
I'm wasted.
Walks out the door. All right, so what are you guys doing?
I would like to wait for a server to take my order, so that way I can enjoy a meal that's not salted pork.
Sure, the barmaid that Thera you're familiar with, and I don't remember the name. She comes and takes your order.
I'll take as many eggs as you can provide.
Ordering for a D&D party, are you?
Basically,
Yes, we like the D&D special, please.
Yes, so the basic. Okay, coming right up.
eggs, porridge, anything really. Just not salted pork, please.
Right, okay. And she buggers off, and moments later, she'll...
That would be Elsa.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
Elsa.
There it is.
Did she let it go?
I don't know.
Very funny.
Probably
I
not
do my
yet.
best.
Let it go.
Hopefully she understands that she needs to let people in soon. Anyway. Oh, is it a bit drafty in here?
It's cold outside.
No, she was just letting someone in.
Oh.
I take things literally. All right.
Wonderful.
So she takes your order, brings you the food, and bless you.
Bless you.
You have the moment to talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourself.
Well, I don't want to spill too much information while we have the family here. We're just treating them for breakfast.
We're already chowing down. Like,
Yeah. And Adrian is looking over the
I will
sword.
look at the sword.
Okay.
From the treasure chest.
Okay, sword.
sword.
The one with the bird.
Yep, I'm pulling it up right now. Give me a son of a bitch. Don't give me a son of a bitch.
No, thank you.
Why, yes.
How
may I be of assistance?
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Right?
Just
Alright.
wait till you know my backstory. It's magnificent,
The
trust me.
sword itself, you would, oddly enough, Adrian, just give me a history check, because you're a bookworm too, I believe.
Somewhat. I am educated. It's a 14.
Okay. It's just enough to recall something you read a while back about, you recall a story about the Talon. Once belonging to a great knight named Aldith Tresendar, better known as the Black Hawk. And Sir Aldith died fighting off the orcs that attacked through the hidden caverns below his manor ages ago. The Talon was lost and never found again.
But we found his manor.
What you have before
Today.
you, Farah, is a +1 longsword.
Which doesn't do me any good at all.
Why?
I thought you use a longsword.
I use a great sword. Very different things.
Use a two-handed weapon.
Yes.
How
That's
about
why
you
I
make
have
that a-
great weapon mastery,
A
remember?
longsword is only one.
Uh,
Okay, well, I mean, it's yours to do with what you want then.
I guess I can take it, thank you.
I read longsword.
By all means, if you want. Can you use
I guess
a
it's mine now.
I do.
Longsword is
Okay.
wrong sword?
Go for it. Yeah. Yes, it's wrong sword. Yes.
This sword is
needs a great
much
sword.
too small for you.
Yeah. She
We
needs
will
something
find
big.
you something better.
It looks like a Nerf sword to you, Thera. Like,
Well, I mean,
Why
it's
did you
not
say
that
it was
it's
a big
bad-
sword? Even I can lift this.
It's not that it's a bad sword. I'm sure it's wonderful. It's just that all of everything that she has on her character sheet is for two-handed weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
So anybody with a proficiency with a long sword might benefit
That's
from
me.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Adrian, maybe it'd be
Because
worth,
I don't think wizards have any
Oh, I have
useful
plenty.
weapons.
I have plenty of proficiencies with many different weapons. I've been trained to use crossbows, daggers,
It's okay. I don't want to give it
longbows.
to you, though.
That's
Right,
quite all right.
so-
I do not need it.
Henry, would you like it?
Who...
No, I'm good. I got my book.
Sildar puts two and two together real quick as you're having your conversation at the table and realizes that, recognizes the mother and the two children and just starts asking questions like, what happened? Who, how, where's, who, when, where, why?
Zelda, please
The
calm
Redbrands
yourself.
have been taken care of.
Yeah, we took care of the bug problem, and then we found these nice people, and these nice people were hungry, and so now we're here, and we're eating, and I like eating, and that's good.
And where's Thel?
Where's who? Oh, yeah,
Not at the dinner table,
Not good.
Zelda.
Oh no.
Yes, why don't you go have another? I believe you said his name was Toblin? Why don't you get him to pour you another?
He just raises a finger because he's known around here. Oh, I'm into this conversation now.
Yes, and it will get way deeper as soon as this wonderful family has eaten and left.
gone home. You're really not good at this.
I mean, they don't have to go home. I don't know where they plan to go after this.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You've
They
never
don't
had a
have to
family,
go
have
home.
you?
But they can't stay here.
But they can't stay here. Exactly.
Thank
All right, we
you.
ate, and here. We're just here now.
Yeah. So food comes, the D&D special, and plates are nice and hot with all the things that you can use your imagination of eating, without salted pork. And the mother, she stands up and she grabs her children after they've wolfed down their food, as you guys are taking the time to talk, and just says, I think it's best if I have this conversation alone with them.
You had enough food? You're good now?
Yes. And she starts leading them towards the door. You get the idea that she wants to get them home and deal with the situation on their own. Sildar, still staring at you, Vamir. And who are you again?
You've met me when I was Larno. You remember that day in the chamber with, can't believe I'm forgetting his name, but Lord Protector
Neverember?
Neverember?
Yes?
Yes, you saw Larno there, didn't you?
Yes?
Yes. No.
Did you say
He and
Larnar?
Larno.
Okay.
Did I say Larno?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, that was me. I was put on this assignment.
So you are Lono.
Lano is a cover. It's make-believe, fiction, just like Glassstaff. You
Well,
see,
it's good. It's good to see you, my friend.
yeah,
For whoever you are, I mean, are you with the Alliance?
I am. I'm
And
part
he-
of the Lord's Alliance.
He does
you
a
think
weird
you-
handshake thing and puts his hand forward to wait
I-
for you
I-
to reciprocate.
I will do the exact handshake. I believe it's one of these, and then into fist, into exploding, come back in.
Give me a performance check.
Why do you make me do charisma things?
Because you're a wizard.
Doesn't matter. 18. I know that handshake like the back of my goddamn hand.
Dang.
Love it. All right, yeah. He does. You guys do the thing.
Yep. We just fade away into obscurity.
Probably a super nerdy handshake is the only reason he
100%.
remembers it.
100%. We just get
they
back.
do like they do a bookworm.
Yeah.
It's like toot 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 toot.
We do the dice thing a lot. We just, it's fine.
And then it wraps up with the kid at the computer.
Anyway, so I go through everything. I tell him
What
yeah.
happened to you? You disappeared. You've been gone. He looks at the three of you. Where did you find him? We've been looking forever.
At
didn't
the
you find
manor.
it?
At the Tressendar Manor?
Yes.
Yes, we're quite the heroes.
What were you doing at the Tressendar Manor? Oh, let me guess. You've been kidnapped by those damn Redbrands, and these three heroes rescued you.
Not exactly.
So this is why I wanted you to stop drinking momentarily.
What's with the little one here? Why so sour?
She doesn't like me.
No.
Sanri was...
He's mean and evil. And did all these bad things. And isn't even sorry about it.
Is this what she says is true, Vamir? He keeps calling you Larno. Larno?
You
DM
understand. You understand that the Lord Protector does many things in order to keep us safe. You know that, right, Sildar?
Lord Neverember? Yes, but what exactly are you talking about?
I was to be undercover. I am Glassstaff. Larno and Glassstaff are the same.
He stands up. This will not stand.
Then you can take it up with the Lord Protector himself.
I will not. I will take you to jail directly. Glassstaff, it is my orders by the town master to take you into custody.
Who was paid by me. Now sit down. I had him in
Persuasion
the
check.
pocket. Can I have that with advantage or something? I don't know.
Is anybody giving you advantage?
I don't know. I mean, he probably doesn't know, but roll it. Anyway, that's a 4.
Oof. Yeah. So he stands. I don't care what you say. This is all too confusing for me. We can address the situation at the town hall.
We can address it at the town hall, or we can go ahead and send for the Lord Protector directly. You understand my orders were to find and capture the Black Spider.
But you could have done it in other ways.
He stands.
Yes.
You could just pay him off to get rid of your problems. I don't understand why you guys are arguing.
He
I am not one to question my superiors.
Sildar stands and looks over at the three of you. How did you come to find this gentleman?
You walked into his office,
Yes,
and he greeted us, and then he
Vamir's
said,
like,
"I have a plan,"
this.
and
Yeah.
and
He
then,
was very honest with us from the beginning.
no, I don't know about
Vamir,
that.
at this point, you're definitely the kid in school that got pulled into the office and sitting there while the other kids are telling on you, and you're like, yeah, it's only half true.
Listen,
and
I have never rejected anything that they say, yet I tell you why I do this. You want to bring me in, that's fine. You bring me to the Lord Protector.
But you're the reason why Fel, the father.
Val?
I have no idea who he
You're
is.
the reason
what
why
he
he's
did.
dead, and you're the reason why everybody was so.
Do you blame the
scared,
gods for
and
the
you
storms
were-
that they
and
cause?
You were there, and you haven't cleaned. You there's still more of these people over there, and there's still
Sildar
the town
steps in
master
and he says,
and
I've heard enough. We'll take this up with the town master.
I would like to say something before.
Yes, Adrian.
I'm gonna take out my little music instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Which one am I taking out right now? I need my guess I'm gonna go with the drums because the other stuff I need my mouth for, and I'm going to sing. And I'm going to sing. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Okay.
Why can't we be friends? I seen ya around for a long, long time. I really remember when you drank my wine. Why can't we be friends?
2 minutes and
Why
45
can't
seconds?
we
Or
be
2
friends?
minutes? All right.
Silda.
And are you
Adrian
casting
may have
something?
had a drink or two.
Oh, he's just singing?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like lighten the mood.
He's just a
Everybody's
bard.
like,
He's just.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check, sure. Or not persuade. What do you persuasion or performance? Yeah, performance.
that's so bad. That's an 11.
Okay. It sounds to you like you're pitch perfect. However, it's kind of coming off like, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Like your voice.
Exactly, very perfect. I
No
don't
sleep.
understand what is
Yeah.
wrong with that.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh boy.
Now, I'm just going to move this forward to a group discussion. As far as the three of you, what would you like to convince Sildar to do out of character?
Well, I'm thinking if he brings all of us to the head guy who was in Vimir's pocket, what's the guy gonna say?
Okay.
But he doesn't recognize Vimir. He recognizes Glass.
Yeah, but all he has to do is go back to Glassstaff.
Well, like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of did it for Thera. Like in the middle of the town, you missed that part. Just swapping, just whatever I
It was
want.
very alarming
Well,
to Thera.
Yeah. Sandra just doesn't like this guy and would love to see him locked up, but she's not a political animal, so she doesn't quite understand this high end thing. So she'll just be like, whatever, as long as he cleans up his mess.
Okay. So as you are talking, the Sister Gariel enters in and sees the three of you and said, there you are. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but Sanri, I took care of that thing for you.
Oh, I can go see my parents?
Yes.
Oh, good. I've been so worried about them. I hope they're okay.
Yes, I had a little trouble tracking you down prior to.
I've been busy for the past, day?
Oh, who knows anymore?
Yeah. I was busy.
Very well.
Don't trust that guy.
Hello.
Don't trust him.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Well, we must make haste. Sildar, if you don't mind, may I borrow these from you? Sildar stands up and he says, I will escort you and the prisoners to where you need to go, and then we will take care of this matter that we were addressing earlier immediately after. Fair? And he looks to the three of you, and then to you last, Vimir. Percival says, lock him up in chat. Ruh-roh, Vimir! The chat is not with you.
That's fine.
Prisoner
Prisoners in the
episode.
plural? I'm confused.
Yeah, that's
No,
why
he said prisoner. If
okay.
I said prisoners, that's by accident.
Okay.
Okay. How far is the tavern door?
What?
How far away is the tavern door?
15 feet?
Cool. Is it open?
No.
Okay. The next time that somebody opens up the door, I'd just like to do something. You let me know when that happens.
Sure.
Oh dear.
Oh,
The-
boy.
The Sister Gariel looks at you, Sanri, and says, "Well, I guess." And she looks at Sildar, and Sildar nods his head in as a acknowledgement and kind of a royal milady. Being that the two are not a conflicting party, but they're in cahoots and they're good to each other, but they're two members of different parties.
Yeah.
You know, Lord's Alliance and then the
Harper's.
Harper's. That's it. So he motions for the party to stand up, and Sister Gariel says, "Well, if it's okay, then we'll make haste. The carriage is actually awaiting now."
Oh, guys, is it okay if I go with my parents and see that they're okay? And
Of course it's okay, but we will miss you.
I will miss you guys too. I had a lot of fun with you guys, and you're really nice, Thera. And can I hug you?
Yes.
So Sanri hugs Thera.
So it's like
And-
this
and-
teeny tiny little woman enveloped. Yes, in a mountain.
Yes. and Adrian, you're sometimes nice, and but I think that you're a good person. And can I hug you?
I'll allow it.
As Sanri
Yay.
moves in to hug Adrian, it looks a little awkward because Sanri's is a lot shorter.
Also, Adrian does this.
Yeah. Vamir, that's when you from the corner hear the door open as a patron is slipping out.
Fantastic. While that door is opening, I'm gonna look. Sandri, safe travels.
Who?
And I'm just going to
Sanri.
Oh,
sorry, Sandri.
Sanri.
Sanri. Excuse me. There is no D there. Sanri. Safe travels. And I'm just going to misty step out of the bar, out of line, basically at the very edge.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to start walking in a particular direction. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to be changing based off of certain aspects.
So you're bamfing out.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well,
Okay, so Sildar is going to go look at you three and say, "If you'll excuse me, I have some personal matters to attend to." And he runs out and the door, and you just hear him yelling, "No!"
I don't
And-
think he's going to catch him.
Sister
I don't think so
Gariel.
either.
Sister
Sildar is a
Gariel.
very weak man.
Sister Gariel looks very startled and just opens the door and says, "Shall we?"
It's been a busy day.
And
Good luck, Sanri.
And I go with her.
And please do keep us posted on what happens.
all right.
Let us know if you can.
All right.
and
All
you
right,
One
guys-
day you
here,
will
and then
learn
Togo
enough
can-
magic that you will be able to contact us directly, and you can let us know.
Oh,
so you're
yeah.
we'll just say you're walking and talking
Yeah.
as the sun is continuing to rise, and you eventually approach the actually, I mean, it's right there outside of the Stone Hill, so
Yeah.
the main drag to the Triber Trail, and Sanri, you step up on the carriage, which is a pretty nice carriage, and as you step up, you notice the felts with the harp symbol on the one end that you enter in, and it's
Right.
an enclosed carriage, real fancy. Well, not super
Right.
fancy, but it's nice
Yeah.
for your experience.
Yeah.
First time in a royal carriage, and
Yeah.
there's a window type thing, and
Yeah.
it's open, and as you lean back, You see Thera and Adrian standing there.
Oh, I guess I took time to run up, grab my things, come back down, say goodbye to Toblin,
Well,
and his wife.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, I just need a couple minutes.
You do Thor. You just do the Thor hammer. You hold your hand, and you're like, wait. All right, got it. We can go now. The DM remembered. Well, he first forgot, but then he was like, okay, yeah, I forgot. My bad. So here's my stuff.
Yeah.
And as you look back, is there?
I knew he could moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit, Captain America's Thor. Yeah, is there anything you would like to say, any three of you, before?
Just wishing her well on her trip, and let us know what happens, and hopefully your family are all right.
Don't forget to monetize your powers.
Right. I'll work on that.
You should.
And
Safe travels.
Yeah.
As the
Enjoy much pie.
Oh, I should have asked Toblin for some pie before I went. Oh well, I guess next time.
you hear a familiar young child, that Toblin's son.
Pip.
Yep. He's like, you just hear him yelling, pushing through what little crowd there is, but he's like, Henry! Henry! And you just see him holding something up above his head, and he comes up to the window. I made this just for you.
Oh, thank you.
Mom's told me that you was leaving.
Yeah, I had to go see my parents. Ooh.
I call it a Pip special.
Thank you, Pip. That's very sweet.
You smell it. It smells like fruit and meat.
Ooh.
Like, man. It's hot.
There are fruits and meats that go together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pip. I'll really enjoy this.
I did just have breakfast, but
Don't forget
It's pie.
Don't forget to visit. Promise you'll visit.
I'll visit as soon as I can.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go now, boy.
Bye.
And he buggers off. And as the last words are exchanged from the group, the rider, Sister Gariel, hands him a bit of coin and cues him to hit the road. As he cracks the whip, the cart starts up, and Sanri, you feel the jolt of the cart for the first time ever being in something this fancy. And the cart rolls off into the sunrise. And Thera, you and Adrian just look as you see one last little hand sticking out the window, waving as the cart goes in the distance into the sunrise.
You'll see a mysterious figure also just waving behind them, and then just kind of look around and then just scamper off.
And with that, folks, we wrap this session up with a farewell to our player, Sam.
I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss this. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's been a lot of fun.
Hopefully you can join us again at some point.
Yeah. If I get any time off work, I'll definitely pop in and say hi and update everyone and
Please
and
do.
bring pie.
And bring pie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great having you as long as we did.
Yeah.
And we will keep our fingers crossed for the future if you ever get to return. Sanri definitely has a way back in.
Yep.
The door is wide open in the campaign for Sanri. So.
All right.
Folks, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in. I still see 4 of you in there, and can't thank you guys enough for sticking around to support the channel. Don't forget we got a Patreon. Down below, you can click the About part and go down to the Patreon and sign up to help support the channel. Every dollar counts, every bit counts. You can donate. There's all kinds of ways to help us continue this adventure. Why am I closing my eyes? Oh yeah, trying to think. So yeah, Zoom memberships and D&D Beyond DM memberships and all that kind of stuff, and just things that we, want to keep doing to make this show look cooler. And I see you, Percival. Thank you for the game. You're welcome. Thank you for staying. I can't thank you guys enough, Sam especially. Thank you to I'm blurry. Thank you to all my players. You're amazing. And
And I'll be on Discord and everything, and I'll be chatting with you, and we might get some ESO in together.
Oh yeah,
so.
you'll probably see us playing some Elder Scrolls Online, and
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, be good to each other, be awesome, and beat hate with love, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.